Amazon under fire this morning after reports that its smart devices are sharing your internet connection and bandwidth, and you don't even know about it. On Tuesday, Amazon officially launched its new service called Sidewalk, which can take an Amazon smart device like an Echo or Ring and automatically share some of your home's bandwidth with your neighbors. So why would they do this? Well, Amazon says it is essentially a way to make sure your gadgets outside the home, like lights and smart locks, stay working even if they are out of reach for Wi-Fi connectivity. The question, though, what about your privacy and security? Well, joining us right now, cybersecurity expert and tech attorney Leeza Garber. Happy Friday, Leeza. Thanks for joining us.
Happy Friday, Jan. Great to see you.
So the idea here, from what I understand, is essentially for a community shared network. Explain how this works.
Amazon is basically creating a situation where neighbors can share a little bit of their Wi-Fi with each other to ensure that certain smart devices, Internet of Things devices, stay connected. And as you said, it's Amazon Echo, it's the Amazon Ring, which is a security camera. And in the future, we'll see other devices connected as well. Basically, what happens is you offer up a little bit of your internet bandwidth, about 500 megabytes, which is equivalent to 10 minutes of streaming video. And that means that hopefully if your neighbor's Wi-Fi goes out or if a signal doesn't reach that far, it can get hold of your neighbor's Wi-Fi signal. So you're sharing.
Okay, and a lot of folks didn't know about this, and by default, compatible devices automatically have Sidewalk enabled, but you can turn it off. You can opt out of this if you want to. How do you do that?
The primary concern here is that you're exactly right. This is a opt-out situation. And in the United States, that's our privacy regime, basically. Amazon did notify its customers of Echo and Ring that this would be coming into place, but many people still aren't aware. It's pretty easy to opt out. You go to the Amazon Ring or Echo app, you go to settings, and you can get into the section where you can toggle out of the Sidewalk application. But basically, unless you do that, you are then opted into this network where you're sharing your Wi-Fi with your neighbors.
And there are obviously some security risks, some privacy concerns with all of this as well, because Amazon essentially is opening a window that was not there before. Hackers now might have an easier pathway to get your personal information. I mean, just thinking about strangers connecting to your network devices, that alone is kind of alarming.
It's scary. It is alarming. If we first take the good, Amazon did release a serious, significant white paper about all of the security proactive measures they're taking, including triple layer encryption. They've really thought through this process. Unfortunately, we haven't seen it in the wild yet. And because it is opt out, people are concerned because they have to take a proactive step to negate its effects. The security concerns are certainly there. We have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connections that are not necessarily always concretely secure or private. There certainly can be hackable, although Amazon is saying they'll be great. We won't see until we test it out in a while.
Right.
Yeah. The other issue is that you are inherently sharing a network with devices that are connected to your internet. And that's not just Amazon's devices, which have great security protocols, but down the line in the very near future, we'll see third-party devices as well. And the question is, how is Amazon going to hold them to the security standards of their own devices?
And I'm just curious too, for some folks who have, metered services, they're going to have to pay more if now we're all sharing, right? Because this is not an opt-out service. So many customers watching right now they're probably thinking, what are you talking about? They don't even know that they're automatically part of this national mesh network at this point, because you have to proactively turn this off. So how is this legal?
It's legal because in the United States, we don't have a federal standard saying you have to have an opt-in regime. That's in Europe and different countries, but in the United States, it's opt-out. That's true for websites collecting your data, and it's true for this Sidewalk program. The problem here is, yes, you're giving up 500 megabytes. In perspective, it's a very small amount of data. It's a fraction of a percentage of what we use every day. But for certain internet service provider agreements that many of us have signed on to, this is a violation of their terms of service to create this kind of shared network. So Amazon's causing problems for many consumers in this respect, and ISPs are really unhappy about it. So definitely make sure to look at your agreement with your ISP, take a look at the problems with Sidewalk that could happen, and you have to make your own decision. It could cause great benefits, help you find things, help your Internet of Things devices stay on, but there are certainly major privacy concerns.
Yeah, not to mention the big reach right now that Amazon is having as a result of this, right?
They are one of the major massive data collectors. There are tens of millions of Amazon Echoes and Ring cameras installed in American homes across the country. So now they're getting other data points on us. It's not just our shopping habits and the devices that are collecting data, but also what we're sharing with neighbors as well.
Still amazed that we have not reined in big tech yet. It is still amazing to see all this right now happening. All right, Leeza Garber, thanks for joining us here on the National Desk. We appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you.